Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeShop.com. It is time that we look at Gravity Grip. This was released from SpeedCubeShop a couple weeks ago, I think. And actually, I've got a bunch of bottles, so I'm going to do some giveaways in the future of this. We're going to talk about how it works and actually how it also compares to Snot, because I know I've talked about that and people are going to ask about that, so I'm going to take care of that. So, what this is, I've been told it kind of is like a liquid chalk almost. We're going to just put some on our fingers, and I saw somebody say that it gets all over the cube. It shouldn't if you let it dry first. So for example, let's put it on my finger, and then all I'm going to do is move it to my other fingers, like that. Now, it might even need just a little bit more, because it seems like in pictures people use more, but let's kind of do that. And I'm just going to put it on one hand for right now, but I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. So we're going to wait about 30 seconds. Okay. There we go. So yeah, it does look a little odd with this, and it kind of has a feeling of chalk, but more dry. I almost want to say, if you ever had a little bit of paint on your fingers, that's almost what it's like. So I've got a stickerless 4x4 right here, and I find stickerless puzzles to be the most slippery at times. And with this, I would almost say it doesn't add a big grip, but it takes away any like oiliness. Now, I was talking to Cameron about this, and he feels like it adds a grip for him, and some people I've also talked to said it adds a grip, but for me, it just takes away sort of an oiliness. So if your hands are kind of oily and slippery, that it could be really nice for that. But it definitely adds something. It definitely adds a bit of different feeling. So if solving one-handed, or let's say it's a puzzle that is something odd shaped like a Mega Minx or a Pure Minx, it definitely has that grip. And like I said, for me, it doesn't feel super tacky, just kind of reducing the oiliness on the hands. Compared to something like Gorilla Snot, which is what I talked about in a different video. Now this actually is like a tree resin. It's almost like, I would almost say cedar, and it does make your fingers tacky. Actually, I used this on my final set of 4x4 sols at Shaker Fall. I actually almost wish I used it on the other ones. And so very different feeling. This is actually sticky, actually tacky. And this one is just completely dry feeling. So I almost feel like they're not even comparable, these two. It's not that one is better or worse than the other. They're two very different things. This, though, also, as you saw, it doesn't come off on the puzzle at all, even on this 3x3. And then you just kind of, since it's more of a chalky feel, you just sort of wash it off with soap and water, and it comes off very easily. And then same thing with this Gorilla Snot. You can almost just like rub it into your fingers, and then it kind of goes away. But that is what Gravity Grip is. So if you have trouble with your fingers feeling kind of oily or slippery, or even just sweaty, this might be a perfect option for that. So I'm going to put a link in the description to where we can get some Gravity Grip. Like I said, I'm going to do some giveaways in the future. It's not going to be tomorrow, so if you actually want to get some, just go out and get some. It's not that expensive. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe, more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by SpeedCubeShop.com for more news and reviews.